we're gonna talk a little bit dialect. Ci sono machine mani, ci sono machine, non ci sono.
It gives those strands a chance to break apart as well a bit further. And this is what the inside of burrata should look like.
So I'm gonna open it a little bit.
That's why we say if you make mozzarella, you can make a pizza. If you make a pizza, I don't know if you can make mozzarella. And now remember, the pinch is important. Do it the way I showed you. And you pull from the bottom. There you go.
Voila. First time, I think I'm doing a good job.
I don't think so.
No? You wanna try, Stefano?
At this rate, we're gonna be here all day. Like this.
This is basically to check.
I wanna check the level of the curd. Is it ready to be cut yet?
Never, I mean, look at this. From making the pizza to making a cow is nothing, guys. Ready to go ahead and make fresh mozzarella from scratch. Tieni, Stefano, let's go ahead. Let's go make some fresh mozzarella.
Well, we need to pasteurize it first, but we will.
Come to the best pizza channel. He's gonna show us how to make
fresh mozzarella e burrata.
From scratch, from the milk, not from scratch, from the milk. So get ready, sit down, enjoy this video and watch until the end. Giusto?
Giusto.
1 liter of milk.
We have 1 liter of milk. We have some vinegar here, about 2 ounces. And then here I have diluted, which is rennet. So rennet should look like this when you buy it. Almost looks like a brown color. And this is called double strength rennet. Now we use a vegetable rennet. It does not come from the stomach lining of a cow. The reason we chose to do that is because we prefer to use a fungus and not to slaughter a bunch of baby cows in order to collect this enzyme. So now what we're gonna do is we have cold, non-homogenized milk here. This is the most important part. It cannot be homogenized. The homogenization destroys all the fat and it will not be able to become curd. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna agitate the milk. This is very important. While we add slowly our vinegar. Now the reason why we're agitating is because if you add this directly in there, it's going to destroy the protein and we end up with curdled. It'll turn slightly blue or dark around the edge and that's how you know you're close.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's becoming a little bit
slightly blue. Yeah, it's slightly darker, right? So now that the vinegar has been added, this can now be heated up. We're going to bring it to the temperature, the body temperature of the cow. Okay. Right, so we want to bring this to about 98 degrees Fahrenheit to 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so now simply this just goes inside of a stainless steel bowl, or any bowl that you have really. And while I agitate, if you can put it on the outside of the bowl.
Well, they can use a stove or no?
You could, but it'll burn. You can do it on the stove too, but it'll burn the bottom. I mean, there's always, like I said, there's a bunch of techniques, but I like to do this way, it's the most gentle.
Okay, so now we're gonna add the water in the bowl. We are 95 exactly. Boom, 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 baby.
Now we're ready to add our rennet.
Rennet.
So again, this is a microbial rennet, not an animal rennet. So it's considered to be vegetarian. We're going to go ahead and add our rennet.
Beautiful. And the temperature is still on 95, yeah?
Okay. Now we're going to let that sit. And it should take you about 14 minutes for this curd to settle.
14, not
14,
15.
14 to 15 is the magic number. That's what we're looking for. So the glass bowl is super slippery as we can see, but this looks like it's ready to go.
Yes. Now it's ready. Okay, perfect. So we left it at about 15, 16 minutes inside.
Yeah, so now what we're going to do is we're going to give a cut right down the middle. Another cut.
A little square.
We're going to make squares, yeah. So now, the same way I was mixing the curd before, slowly, we're going to mix this one. And the point here is we're separating the curds from the whey. Now the whey, which is this yellow liquid here, this is going to be sent off to be turned into ricotta.
Okay.
And the curd is what we're going to make our burrata and our mozzarella with.
To make the fresh mozzarella.
So now, we're going to let this sit for about a minute or so, just so that those curds can settle to the bottom. Yeah. And then we're going to drain the whey. In my channel, you find everything simply and easy to do. So make the fresh mozzarella home and tag me on Instagram. You guys are on Instagram? Di Stefano Cheese. Di Stefano Cheese.
So and tag also Di Stefano Cheese. What are you waiting for? Make the fresh mozzarella. Vai.
Wow. And this is it. This is our curd.
Fantastic. Here is the curd.
Let's go to the second step and let's make this fresh burrata.
Let's go, Stefano. Let's set it up, everything, and let's go. We got the curd done. Fantastic, very easy to make. Now, ready to rock and roll and make this burrata.
We need a bowl of cold water, but yeah.
Yeah, not boiling
Okay.
water, correct?
So this one, if you want to break this up for me, I'm gonna get one bowl of cold
Of course.
water. My pieces.
So guys, you just cut this square, like we did before in my other videos of the fresh mozzarella. Very easy. Then we can break it. There we go, done. Okay, fantastic. Now we dump some cheese inside, some water, not boiling water. And that's cold water.
A little bit of salt.
A little bit of salt. Voila, pum pum pum. So basically now we are making the stracciatella.
This is gonna be the inside of the burrata.
The inside the burrata, yes.
So now we can add our second water here.
And basically they can make these from the regular fresh mozzarella instead of doing.
They can do this from curd. I wouldn't
From curd,
recommend.
yeah.
You could do it from mozzarella if you wanted to, but you get a much better result if you do it from curd.
So right now he's making like a fresh mozzarella basically,
So this is
but
just
we're gonna
the-
pull it. That's why the name is stracciatella. The stuff inside the burrata, guys, is stracciatella. Basically, it's the mozzarella, pull it, and then mix it up with the mascarpone in this case, or cream, and then we have to make it like a balloon, and then create the actual burrata. Today I came here to Di Stefano cheese because they are the best in the United States, and they are famous for the burrata cheese. Am I right?
Yeah, we're one of the very few that still do it traditionally. We do everything by hand. We make sure that our milk is received fresh every morning. We don't use gums. We don't use preservatives. Try to be as natural as possible.
So now you are pulling the cheese.
Yeah, so now I'm making the stracciatella filling, right? So the point of this is to get those strands the way I showed you before.
Yeah.
So again, I'm allows gravity to do its thing.
A few minutes.
Yeah. Now this is done.
Voila,
So
finish.
now this gets set in cold water.
That's it.
And that's going to become the filling of our burrata.
What about this? What are you doing?
You can eat that, yeah.
Oh, you hire back there. What are you doing, man?
Okay, so now to make our stracciatella, we're going to put some of the mascarpone in here. And like I mentioned before, you want it to be as runny as possible.
If
you
it's not
use-
runny, they just mix it up with
if you
milk
use-
or
Yeah,
cream.
so you could add in a little bit of milk if you want to make it a little bit more runny. But this is perfect for what we want to do. So now here we're going to add a little bit of salt, not too much. And then we're going to begin. This is the part of the, this is where it gets its name, stracciatella. We're going to start ripping this apart.
That's
So-
what I'm talking about.
You want to try this, Vito?
Yeah, of course.
So just keep ripping and folding apart, ripping and folding.
So guys, we grow up in this because burrata is actually, it's a very typical cheese from Puglia, and we are both, all his family, it's Di Stefano is from Puglia, from Acquaviva, correct?
Acquaviva delle Fonti, sì.
I'm from Torammare. Vuoi fare sentire un po' che parlo italiano? Ancora dicono these people they're gonna, I don't know if they trust you.
ci mandi?
You are there. See what I'm talking about? We're gonna talk a little bit dialect. Oh Stefano, ma fa la mozzarella, oh la burrata.
Insomma la faccia, ma fino.
Ci sono mashish mani, ci sono mashish, non si c'è. I think that's enough. Ok, fantastic.
Allora,
Vai, ora la mettiamo dentro là. Ok,
so this
now.
cut on the inside, but the traditional is done.
Yeah, I saw back there inside your factory, everybody makes it by hands. Like we are doing right now, but bigger quantity.
Yeah, you saw the bowl back there that they were mixing it in as well.
Yeah, perfect. Now we mix the stracciatella inside the cream. Pom pom pom. Voila.
And this is ready. So the reason why we beat this like this is so that it starts to evenly coat everything. It gives those strands a chance to break apart as well a bit further. And this is what the inside of burrata should look like.
Well, they can put this on top of the bread. They can put it on top of the pizza, just like that, right? You can eat it like this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the mozzarella on the outside is just a pouch to hold it. The
Yeah.
burrata is really all about the stracciatella. One of the things that I really don't like when it comes to
Let me go wash my
manufacturing.
hands. Now the stracciatella is ready. Now let's make the mozzarella.
So we're gonna go ahead and heat this up just like we did before.
Same basically process of.
Yeah, again, we're being very gentle. We're trying to serenade the cheese here, be very nice. Let it come to temp. So this will sit for a few minutes, a few seconds, sorry. Just want it to get evenly heated. Now we're gonna make the same pizza dough like we did, the same ball. And then we're gonna open it up like a pouch. Again, there's tons of different ways that you can do this.
Yeah, when it's ready, when it's moved, it's ready basically.
Yeah, so there's tons of different ways you can make the mozzarella or the burrata, but the way that I prefer,
Yeah.
now I'm just opening it up to make sure that I get everything cooked evenly. So on this one, because we want to make sure that the skin is very thin, I'm gonna add a little bit more water, which gives me a little bit more control over the cheese. It'll become a little bit more fluid. Now notice on this one, we didn't add any salt, right?
No.
So we didn't add any salt because we want the skin to be a little bit tougher.
Yes.
Because it's gonna be very thin, but it has to hold in all of the stracciatella. So now, this is basically ready, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna open it from the bottom. Like this. Now you would grab however you want to put it in there.
Handful of stracciatella.
Yeah, so we're gonna go maybe 4 ounces, 5 ounces or so. Goes right in the middle. Then we're gonna create the pouch here. Again, we let gravity do the work. So I'm literally holding it with just 4 fingers. I let gravity do the work. And then I'm gonna come from the bottom here and seal it off.
And wait that it's closed.
Yeah, so the
Seal
same
it.
thing, the same pinch I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
And this goes in here to make sure everything's sealed. And here's our burrata.
Fantastic. Now we're gonna put it in the cold water.
So now it goes in the cold water.
Voila.
And we have enough here if you want to try making one, Vito.
Definitely, I'm gonna try it.
So because again we added the stracciatella, which is cold, so we're gonna have to heat this water back up. So be careful with your hands. Keep dumping in cold water if you need to.
Okay. Now, wait a sec. So I'm basically gonna create the ball again.
Yeah. So now you have to knead it because it got cold. So reheat it, allow it to get warm.
Ooh. So basically, right now I'm gonna make the ball like before.
Yeah. So we're gonna make the ball. This time we're not gonna pinch the bottom.
Oh yeah,
we just want
yeah.
it to be
Correct. Yes. So basically, we're gonna open it.
Yeah. So this is basically like making pizzas now at this point.
Man, that's hot. Ooh. So I'm gonna open it a little bit.
That's why we say if you make mozzarella, you can make a pizza. If you make a pizza, I don't know if you can make mozzarella. Remember to keep it warm.
Keep it warm.
Yeah, because I can see it's getting a little bit too cold there.
Correct.
So you're gonna put it over your hand. There you go.
A little bit more.
Yeah, so go ahead and put it over your hand. Put the stracciatella in the middle.
Voila, open up. Get the stracciatella. Man, that's hot.
And now you're gonna.
Now we're gonna
There you
let
go.
the gravity go down.
You should make a pizza like this, man. Fry it with burrata inside. It'd be amazing.
That's what I'm talking about.
And now remember, the pinch is important. Do it the way I showed you. And you pull from the bottom. There you go.
Voila, the burrata is done. Smash that like. Let's go. Now cold water. Voila, this is ready. Already ready. Fantastic, Stefano. So this is. So this was very simple to make.
It's very simple. Takes very few ingredients.
And also they can put some ingredients inside the stracciatella, put it inside the burrata, and they have flavory.
You can do smoked salmon. You can do prosciutto and arugula. You can do a bunch of different things and make it at home. Truffles, if you want, use the real truffles and shave them in.
You have a flavorful burrata. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Let's make this video to 5,000 likes to see Stefano how to make the ricotta cheese.
Ricotta. Let's do it.
See you soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys.